Hey everybody, it's Stu Fuchs from Ukulele Zen. Thanks so much for being here. Today is another technical ukulele tip on Tuesday. I appreciate you watching. Today we're going to talk about string bending. One of the patrons of Ukulele Zen, Amy Yuan, was asking about bending strings on the ukulele and how to apply it to the chord solo Wonderful Tonight. I made a chord solo arrangement for this song in my ukulele chord solo book. And there's a couple of ways you can do this. So I'm going to show you how to bend the strings and also how to bend the strings without bending the strings. There's a lot to bending strings and it's pretty tricky actually on the nylon strings of the ukulele. And thanks so much for your support on Patreon. Your support is helping these videos to come out every week. Really appreciate it very much. Now, bending strings, nylon strings, is actually harder to do than steel strings. You would think it's the other way around because the strings are softer to the touch, but they don't bend quite so much. Without getting into the scientific explanation of that, let's just figure out how to first bend a string. Bending strings is a way to move from one note to a note that's above it, often either 1 fret or 2 frets higher. So here, listen to how I'm gonna, step 1, listen to the note I'm gonna bend to. Get that in your ear. And then what I do is I put all 3 fingers on the string. I'm gonna wrap the thumb around a little bit, and notice how my hand gets a little bit of an angle there, and I'm using the bottom of the neck to brace my hand, and I'm gonna push the string up and just bending the string up. What I've done is I've made the string a little tighter and I'm able to bend into the next note, which was moving from A to B flat. Now it's a lot trickier to bend the strings in the first 3 frets. That's why we're starting here at the 5th fret. If you wanted to bend a full step 2 frets higher, you would do the same process. Listen to the note you're going to bend to. Look, I gotta move that thing all the way up there just to get 2 frets. On an electric guitar or a steel string acoustic guitar, you can bend strings much easier, much further. But on nylon strings at standard tuning, usually about 2 frets is all I like to do. I don't want to break the string or anything. So it can take a little while to get used to this. It looks like I'm squeezing with some kind of a death grip, but actually it's pretty relaxed. I do have to use some effort. One thing you want to do is make sure when you pick, you give it a good, loud pick because the string has to be vibrating strongly to sustain. Now usually when we're bending strings, we're moving from a lower note up to a higher note like I just did, but you can begin on the high note and then release to the lower note. I can take a little bit of time to get used to how much do I have to be pushing the string up. Now there's of course a whole lot more to string bending than just that, but hopefully that exercise of bending 1 fret and 2 frets will be enough to get you going. By the way, don't be surprised if your ukulele goes out of tune after you bend the strings. What you're doing is you're stretching out all the slack that might be in the string wind. You can also simulate a string bend by sliding. Slides, there's a way to relax the hand. Let's say we wanted to simulate a bend from here, 3rd fret up to the 5th fret. What I would do is just slide. And you can see how it almost sounds like a bend. Now I'll break this down in a moment. This is the introduction for Eric Clapton's Wonderful Tonight. When you're in the open position, it's really hard to bend the string. So what I'm gonna do is pluck the 3rd fret G and then slide up to the 5th fret. Now sliding is a whole nother topic. It could be a whole nother video. It forces your hand to have to relax. It just happens that that 5th fret A is the same note as the open string. So if I pluck both strings, I get the simulation of a string bend. So keep in mind that I'm going to do this again and again. Here's the first part of the riff. Okay, so I slid back to the 3rd fret, 1st fret, and then I'm strumming these 3 strings, and it'll sound great with any tuning of ukulele as well. Then I play that bend riff again, and I'm going to end on this note, the D, that's the 2nd finger at the 3rd fret. I'm going to follow that with my B flat major 7 chord that's fretted 3, 2, 1, and open. 3rd part of the riff, I'm going to play that fake bend again. And now I'm just going to do this. I can strum all 3 strings, all 4 strings, the C7, all 4 strings with the melodic note up here at the 5th fret, and then back here. Another way to play that is to alternate the melodic note with the open C string. A third and even tastier way of doing that is to do that with double stops. And that's 3 and 3, 5 and 5, 2 and 1 on the next 2 strings, 5 and 5, and then I'm strumming my F chord. If you're more comfortable playing your F like that, groovy. Here it all is in context. Yes, we are going fast. This is meant to be a short video, but please pause, rewind the video, and ask any questions in the comment section below. Let me know what you would like me to cover in the next videos. Thank you. All right, so here it is one more time. 2, 3, 4, 1. Late in the evening, she's wondering what clothes to wear. And so you could use that as an introduction to sing the song and also to then continue with the rest of the chord solo. That chord solo is available in my chord solo book, which is at my website. I'll put a link in the video description below. So I hope you found this all helpful little introduction into bending strings and also how to fake bend the strings by doing this slide and bend. Also how to apply it to a real musical situation. Thanks so much for watching this. If you dig this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hope you'll subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your continued support on Patreon. Your support helps these videos to come each and every week. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. I hope music is making your day wonderful.